Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Israeli Air Force. Then after that, I'm going to review what's in the Army. I've yet to see the Army tech tree. Let's start off with the Spitfire Mark. I'm not good at Roman numeral numbers, but I think that's 11. Two 20mm Hispano cannons, and then four these 7.7mm Brownie machine guns. We have the S-199, which just looks like a BF-109, with two 7.92 MG-17 machine guns and two 13mm MG-131 machine guns. Same thing used on the BF-109. We have the B-17 with guns everywhere. Here, 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 in the bottom, in the tail, the nose, up on top. There's just guns everywhere. This thing's armed to the teeth. We have presets of 500 kilogram bombs, 250 kilogram bombs, and 100 kilogram bombs. We have another Spitfire that has two 20mm Hispano cannons and two 12.7mm machine guns. We have the P-51D, which has just six 50 cal machine guns. We have the Meteor, which has two 20mm Hispano cannons. Four 20mm Hispano cannons. And this is the first one in the tech tree that has radar. This one we have the M.9.450 Oregon, which has four 20mm Hispano cannons. It has presets of two 1,000-pound bombs, two 500 kilogram bombs with rockets, and then just rockets. A bunch of rockets. We have the first bomber, which is the Voucher, or first jet bomber, I should say. It has four 30mm offensive 30mm cannons. Has presets of 360 kilogram bombs, 250 kilogram bombs, 500 kilogram bombs, and then a bunch of rockets. We have the Mischier IVA, two 30mm cannons, 55 rockets. I swear I saw 127 earlier. Then a bunch of 500 kilogram bombs and 250 kilogram bombs. We have the A4H, just has two 30mm cannons and a bunch of rockets and bombs. I think I missed one. This bomber. It looks like the same thing as the last one, just with radar. Then it has 30mm cannons. This one had the 112 rockets. That's a lot of rockets for one plane. A lot of rockets. We have the Mischier IVA, which has just 30mm cannons and some pretty heavy bombs. 500 kilogram, 200 kilogram, 400 kilogram, then just a bunch of rockets. Then we have the A4H. It looks just the same as the last one, last A4. Wait, I think I already looked at this one. Yeah, no wonder it looks so familiar. Let's go to the A4 early. Oh, just looks the same as the last one. Oh, this time it has guided bombs. Different presets of guided bombs and even more rockets. There's 171 Mighty Mouse rockets. It's amazing. With the SAW-R, which is two 30mm machine guns. Almost all the presets have guided missiles. Bunch of rockets, bunch of bombs, bunch of these little rocket patches. We have the A4N. Looks the exact same as the last two A4s. Has pretty much the same presets, except for just more air-to-ground missiles, actually. That's the only difference. We have the Mirage IICI, two 30mm machine guns. Pretty much every single preset has air-to-air missiles. We have 400 kilogram bombs and 250 kilogram bombs. With the F4E Phantom, has a Gatling gun. First one to have a Gatling gun, then a radar. So it has presets with the Gatling gun, that has some presets with 3 Gatling guns. Sometimes you see one plane with 2, but never 3. That's a lot of Gatling guns. That's a lot of firepower. Other than that, we have a bunch of rockets, bunch of bombs, bunch of air. These are small air missiles, the Sidewinders. We have the Nesher, has 2 3mm cannons. And presets with 2 Gatling guns, air missiles, 2 Gatling guns by itself, a bunch of rockets, 2,000-pound bombs. Then we had the last one for the tech tree is the Cather C.7. Has 2 3mm cannons, bunch of small bombs, bunch of big bombs. Oh, these are 1,000-pounders. Bunch of Gatling guns, 2,000-pound bombs, rockets. It's armed to the teeth. Then the final part of this video is the tanks. We have the M51 American tank, one 7.62mm machine gun mounted on the top, one 7.62 right here, then one that you cannot use. Then the main armament is a 105mm gun. Then we have Makarova Mark .29. This one has quite a few machine guns. A 7.62 here, a 12.7 here, another 7.62 here, then a 7.62 in the turret. That's a lot of machine guns. Alright, so that's it for this video. I'm just giving you all a heads up. By January 1st, the beginning of the new year, I'm going to post one of 2 videos. My first gameplay video of Battlefield 1, or my setup tour. It has changed a lot since the last video. So that's all I have to really say about the Israeli tech tree. I wish to see more. Maybe next update we'll have more of the tanks in the Israeli army. Then I'm still hoping for that French Navy one day. France did have a navy. I hope you all know that. Alright, so that's it for this video. I'll see you all in the next.